Hello everyone and welcome to the RNG University. So today we're gonna do a little bit of blast in a pass and try mono black again. Black again. But this time without the Meathook Massacre. So it's a new deck that, I kind of just lifted off the current most popular meta, and almost all the permutations are somewhere along the lines of this. It's a mono black aggro deck that I've been facing a lot, and I feel like, again, to know your opponent, to be your opponent, you gotta know your opponent. And even though I don't really like sort of the playstyle of a lot of mono black decks, I gotta appreciate how strong it is in recent meta. So let's gotta look at it. We have in one drop, we have 3 Cold Conscript and 4 Evolved Sleeper. All right, they won't let me separate that. I'll put this on the side here. All right, so 3 Conscript, 4 Evolved Sleeper, and 4 Okiba Reckoner Raid. So it's a lot of early game drops that ensures that we have turn 1 drops, and turn 1 drops are impactful. We can either have a 2-1 that deals damage and keeps coming back, a 1-1 that can grow into a 3-3 Death Touch, or a 1-drop that eventually becomes a 2-2 in 3 turns, basically, that we can swing with. So fairly impactful 1-drops. And a 2-drop, again, I'm going to put this on the side. In a 2-drop, we have 2 Tainted Adversary and 4 Tenacious Underdog, just to have something consistently being played. And then in 3 drops, probably the best cards in the current meta, and that is Graveyard Trespasser, that almost always forces a 2-for-1, and Liliana of the Veil, which kind of forces a 2-for-1 if you can make them sack a creature and then make them discard a card and turn afterwards. Obviously, you gotta discard one too, but hopefully at that point you're discarding an underdog or a land, or maybe you dump your whole hand already. So yeah, Liliana of the Veil is just very strong when you are at a board presence meta. Then 3 Sheoldred, Sheoldred is so good. You don't even have to have a strong board presence. Just her on the board by herself can kill your opponent very slowly but methodically. And then this is the one that I put aside. We have 4 Cut Down and 2 Infernal Grasp for some early game removal to make sure that our board sticks and deals some damage, and Invoke Despair to invoke the despair in our opponent, and then 24 lands with 1 that's Takenuma. The rest are just swamps, and very basic mono black package. And I didn't want to change this deck too much because I want to see how the deck is played in today's meta and how come I keep losing to it. All right, so let's go to the play style, and I hope that this deck proves to be strong, and I figure out some weaknesses in it while playing it. But in my opinion, I feel like it's just such a heavy part of the meta that I'm just going to keep facing mirror matches, and it won't be as fun. But who knows, right? Let's see what Arena gives us. We get to go first. We got 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop with 3 lands. Definitely going to keep. Sometimes I also feel like Arena definitely incentivizes you from playing monocolored decks by giving you these, better hands and better chances of going first in monocolored games. And sometimes they also give you opponents that roll upon turn 1 with a bat. I guess we get to play with the board while our opponent ropes the entire mulligan face. Alright, turn 1 of the game does not look very enticing because essentially we're just be given a free win if our opponent does not do anything at all. This is something that I miss from Hearthstone days, where the board is interactive. But here, the board is not very interactive. Our opponent actually had a decision to make after 14 hours. And their decision was to play a tap land. Okay, well. Should we grow this? No, let's just go for damage. Alright, strong tempo damage on the board is very important, and I don't think they have any early game removal to clean our board. And our board isn't really that strong anyways. We could have done 2 damage there. It's not that good of a sort of a hit. If our opponent doesn't do anything, we can grow this twice. If our opponent does something, we will use a Liliana to counter it. So let us just go in for the damage first. Did it kill it? Alright. Maybe they have removal now. Maybe an exile. I don't know. They can't exile with 2 mana. March can exile. That's something. Oh, I was right. Okay, so they march my Evolved Sleeper instead of the underdog. I guess they really like their hand. But that means they took 3 from the underdog. They're going to take another 3 next turn? Or maybe they'll play their Liliana. Wedding announcement. Now, we could Liliana make him sack the 1-1. But is that really impactful? Whereas in, that gives us extra damage, right? I think that's probably warranted. But then... Yeah, let's do that.
Nobody knows Dominating. Haven't you ever heard?
Obviously, it's not a 2-4 in that situation because it's part of a wedding announcement. But at the very least, we're stopping a big board from coming out. Second wedding announcement. Should we attack first? Always attack first, right? Does he want to double block my underdog? Single block the underdog? No block the underdog? They're all choices they can make. But attacking first kind of force a choice, which is good. He doesn't know what we have, no information. I guess the mono black deck is lacking card draw a bit. Alright. Another swamp.
You won't be outsmarting me.
We don't need a plane. We have Sheoldred, take 2. Graveyard Trespass. There goes our underdog. Alright, so you got that going. And it's gonna grow. That's annoying. I wonder what we're gonna draw though, because whatever we draw probably gets pitched to the Infernal Grass to kill the Trespasser. That's how good a Trespasser is. Always 2 for 1. We can also make. Oh, we can't now make our opponent sack because they have 2 wedding announcements. So we're pitching a swamp. That's not too bad. Each player discards a card.
Don't overthink things.
There goes their Liliana. We're going for some damage. This is definitely warranted. This has Menace, so he has a double block if he wants to. That means we get to kill one of them. And his board is not as big, and he's going to take damage from Sheoldred. If he wants to attack into Liliana, I guess he gets to kill Sheoldred this way.
When I win, you're telling me what you know. I've always hated crowds.
Oh, he's going to have 2 3/3s on the board.
You chose the wrong day to cross me.
And all we have is a conscript. That's no cool. Well, at least we can make him discard their last card, which is a sword.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
There are 5. Alright, so what is the sort of weakness of this deck? Is we're probably going to lose this game, right? I think card draw may be one of it. Maybe it's the early game sort of aggro that may not always temper out correctly. He's going to make us discard.
Fine, I'll take my zombies and leave.
Alright, you discard your own card.
I'm tired of your secrets.
That's not so smart, I think. Alright, not gonna attack. No point in sending it to its early grave. Ambitious farmhand to get a land out. Alright.
Drop it.
What if I don't block? You sure you want to do that? I mean, I'm not really getting the proper cards because I'm getting lands. But, you know. Our opponent's at 3. And Volk won't kill because he has everything. He also has an Emperor now. I don't know why he played it.
You
just to
won't
be
be
able to discard.
outsmarting me.
They don't have vigilance, right? I'll take 9. Kinda have to take 9 there. It's gonna make me sack this? Oh no, he already discarded. Alright, we top deck a swamp. Of course, we also does not help if all you top deck is lands, so I guess that's GG. We can last an extra turn, but even then, we're not gonna win this game. At 3 life, we're pretty close. So what could have we played better? Early or Liliana? I'm not sure if that would have been the better choice. I don't know. That game was just it escaped us because we draw lands for the last 4 turns. Our opponent had Sorin and 2 Liliana. What if we didn't kill the Graveyard Trespasser? Our opponent goes second, or we go second. Our opponent goes first. We don't have a 1-drop, but we have a 2-drop, 3-drop. So having an underdog is a better keep than not having an underdog, right? Swamp, fast turn. What do you have? Hopefully not Thalia. Guardian, huh? Destroy target creature. Can't kill the Guardian anyways. Might as well kill something else. Adversary or no? Yeah, underdog. But a lot of land, so the adversary is probably better. Kick, or in that case, whatever it's called. Brutal Cathar. That's pretty brutal. Okay, one of those land games again. Make him sack a creature. He'll probably sack his Guardian, right? And then he'll kill my Liliana. That's kind of slow. We can play the Tainted Adversary. Nah. Right. So this game we lose because we drew 6 lands in the first like half a turn.
I've come for answers.
He's definitely gonna sack his Guardian, right?
One of your friends has to leave.
That would be dumb not to. If we draw another land though, that would be the most disheartening kind of turn this game went into. But hey.
It's no fun when they hit back.
Well, it's also not fun when all you draw is lands. We drew 7 lands. We have not drawn anything this game. We have just lands. Does he not have Death Touch? Maybe he has First Strike. Alright, so he's got Emperor, right? That's definitely an Emperor sort of play. A Gonjo, okay. He's just got everything. I mean, we do have Invoke, but is Invoke even going to save us? He's going to sack a 1-1. We're going to take 4, 8. Nah, this game. This is the dumbest game I've ever played. I mean, did we miss a drop any turn? I don't think so. Early game killing that 2-1. You can argue that that was a bad play because the Brutal Khazar killed us. But then, if we didn't kill that 2-1, what we would have had to let them enlist. Nah. Well, mono white went first. Right, I don't even know if there's an argument for that. So we have 4 lands again and 2 1-drops. No 2-drops, but I'm not sure how the mulligan will work in this style of deck. Let's get the Okiba out. I think I already said hi. They got a tram station, so it's Rakdos. I don't know how this kind of pans out against Rakdos. But I'm going to cut stuff down anyways. Play on curve. It's very important to play on curve. I don't want to give him 3 mana because he could sack this to Nicholas. So yeah, I gotta kill it ahead of time. Gotta be a little bit careful about those kind of stuff. Alright, we have the Swamp Train starts.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things. I've always hated crowds.
Alright, now he can pitch to draw, but we're gonna attack with the conscript, right? Oh, he's gonna cut down on our conscript? That makes even less sense. He's just gonna protect his life total, I guess. We are an aggressive deck, so Trespasser on the conscript. I guess you got that. Let's see. We'll play the Sheoldred. And we'll make him discard a card. We'll probably draw more swamps anyways. We don't need to hold on to swamp for the kicker.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Alright, should we attack though? Will this block the Graveyard Trespasser to save Liliana? Probably, right? So we're not going to attack it. I need to save Liliana because that's the only way I can not 2-for-1 against the Graveyard Trespasser. He's playing the Takenuma. He's invoking, so we can't save Liliana anyways. But we have that sack and the Liliana sack. Alright, well, we'll play our Graveyard Trespasser. Let's see who's trespassing who. No underdog for you. Attack for 4. Wow, you're gonna go down to 9? Okay. Go down to 7. Gonna play anything? It's gonna remove my Sheoldred, right? Alright, is it warranted to block here? Because he could kill my... Oh, he can't kill the Trespasser in an easy way, right? If I don't block, I get to attack him? I'm gonna head on board, so I'll let him have this. Oh, that's very good. Does he have a kill spell against the Harvester? He does not. Well, what if I play another Sheoldred? We're down to 2. That's a GG, I guess. Oh, he has another invoke, okay. Oh, he's invoking himself to death. That's fun. Sheoldred, ultimate invoke stopper. Well, the mono black deck is good against other black decks. That's something. We didn't get our invoke, so they got 2 invokes on us. Good thing we had Sheoldred to dampen that a little bit by making him take damage. I guess, okay, so the current meta for mono black is, if people don't see it coming, it's very strong, but if your opponent knows what they're doing, they can definitely sidestep around that, right? The hard part really is... it always comes down to the mulligan. Here we have 3 lands, but we are going... Or 2 lands, but we are going second. We have a very good hand. All we need to do is draw an extra land. I'm going to keep, because I have 1-drop, 2-drop for removal. And that could be... okay, I was going to say it could be important, but it's a Jund deck, so... Our removal is not going to go anywhere. It's too bad if we have a more aggressive opening hand. This would have been stronger. Oh, we got a conscript. Okay, here's some aggression. Not that it matters if we don't draw another land. We have 2 extra draws to try to get out of that. Then the Graveyard Trespasser will eat their graveyard. All these lands that he tried to get back with his the Jun dude. Johnny McJunnerson, not going to help too much. We'll keep waiting for a server. We go back. Alright, drop the land, and then attack first. I'm always in the opinion that you should play a land, and then attack, not attack, and then play a land in your second main phase. Because that opens up more realms to other plays. 3 lands. Fable, of course. Cut down that Fable. Oh, we didn't draw a land, yeah. If we don't draw a land now, oh, okay. See, that's the problem, right? If we don't draw a land for 2 turns, now we're just playing off 2 lands. And that is no bueno. Our opponent, on the other hand, is hitting everything in strides. Oh, Jesus. Titan of Industry twice. And all we need is a 3rd land. This game would have been ours. But no. 24 lands. We drew 7 lands in the first game, 7 lands in the second game, none in this game. Sometimes that happens. It's frustrating and makes you salty, but that's Magic the Gathering in a nutshell. I really wish they had a format where you don't get mana screwed. Like you have 2 decks or something where one of the deck is just lands. And he's pitching so graveyard. Oh wait, let's go in attack phase. And then he's going to a nothing phase. So we can evolve. Maybe he'll kill it. Oh yeah, he also has a cut down. Opponent has everything. We don't even have lands. Land number 3. Alright, I mean, I guess we'll put out the Trespasser. We'll eat a Titan. Gotta slowly eat all of his Titans. I don't even know if there's reanimation in that deck. But, hey, it's worth it. Gotta kill all the creatures that come out, right? There's Soul Windgrace. That's the Jundemon Junderson. Bring back the land, right? Obviously. He's ramping out of my control here. But that's fine because his hand is a little bit weaker than mine. I can attack with... Oh, I can't even kill both. So he's gonna keep his Reflection. Oh god. Or he can keep his Windgrace. Neither is good for me. Gotta do it. Remove the Titan, remove the Windgrace. Maybe he'll block. No, he didn't. Why would he, right? Not drawing a land there, it hurts. I mean, if we drew a land there, I don't think we could have done anything anyways. But, yeah. We need to draw a land there and a land this turn to be able to get to... Well, he's going to Cruelty to get out his Titan. What he's going to do? Pop this enchantment and gain 5 life. That's what I would do. Can I take the Titan out? No? Okay, so none of that is popping the enchantment. He's not going to copy the Titan right now? That'd be a mistake. I mean, it's not a mistake that matters. I'm just gonna quit. Because I did not draw lands until the turn that didn't matter anymore. What could have been a better play there? Maybe exiling the Titan instead of Windgrace could have helped a lot more. That combat is basically reanimating the Titan. Right, but that's really just frustrating when three of the 4 games I played today were either flooded or screwed because of mana. And are you saying that this mono black deck is just basically good when you don't get screwed in mana? Because, or you know, when you're playing up against a mono black deck, you just hope they're mana screwed. Alright, again, we're holding on to 2 lands. You have to hold a 2-land hand because that happens pretty often, I'd say. Play the Evolve Sleeper first, because next turn we can use 1 mana to grow and 1 mana to Okiba. Is he gonna bounce? No bounce. It's blue. With this stupid blue land from back in Theros. So this guy's definitely a mono blue guy. I don't know how mono blue people think. Alright, they play the same style every time. Alright, he considered and kept that card, so it's probably a pretty good card. Or a land. So he's got to have a counterspell at this point now, right? Alright, so the choices are to play a Sleeper or a Liliana or a Trespasser. He'll probably counter the Liliana. There's less counterspells for Trespassers. There's negates for Liliana, but there's only the make disappear for Trespasser, right? But he's got it. Alright, so the point of this game is you gotta keep playing on tempo. Cannot miss a turn. I don't think I have a counter unless you pay one spell. But hey, who knows? Wow, you let Liliana out?
A fight? And you think you can win?
I'm gonna cut down. Cut down will not hit anything in that deck.
We all have things we never forget.
Drop a land. Alright, you got an Essence Scatter. 2 drop for a 1 drop, that means you cannot play your Thirst for Knowledge? No, Thirst for Experience? Thirst for a land, whatever that's called. I mean, letting Liliana out means you cannot play your little guy, the Jin. The Jin will just get Jinned. Alright, 4 for Takenuma, huh? Well, what am I doing? Attack first, always. There's that Thirst. Star card. You can consider the card that you're going to discard, but discard a card. Good luck playing like 2 Jins in the card.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Polarian Horror. Polarian Horror. Sack one of your Polarian Horror.
Must be made. Here's that Jin. Ah, you loser. Doesn't even read the cards. Death touch, baby. Oh, we got out of that game because our opponent was playing badly. But I don't know if our opponent had a chance. I don't know his hand. But yeah, Liliana definitely was his detriment. That's why they lost, right? Liliana is very strong against mono blue because they don't have that many creatures, and Liliana's make them sack creatures one at a time. That's how I feel about this game, anyways. I want to win one more, but I don't think
trying to win one more will actually land me a game that I can win. Chances are I'm gonna go second and I won't win. I went first. No one drop though. 2 underdog. I'm gonna keep. We have what, 9 1-drops? No, 11 1-drops. Didn't draw one. Not gonna mulligan a turn 1 play because that would be embarrassing if we mull and don't have lands and don't have 1-drops. Got too greedy and end up losing. I hope they have a 1-drop we can cut down. Hey, we got it. And of course, our draw is a 1-drop. Underdog's pretty good. Getting for some damage. Whatever they play gets sacked. Oh, sleeper. He wants to sleep on my underdog. Okay, do we want to... He goes to turn 3, so he could get his Graveyard Trespasser over and eat... What? I don't have any creatures in the graveyard. Eat his own creatures? I'm okay with that. He can grow it, but it just died. So...
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault. Off you go.
He has his Liliana out.
When I win, you're telling me what you know about the Raven.
Land.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Alright, well, we're gonna trespass all over your personal space. And we'll get rid of your conscript. No conscripting. And +1. We don't need that
Don't
underdog.
overthink things.
I hope he drops a Sheoldred. Really hope he drops a Sheoldred. And I'm gonna put a stop on my turn just to anticipate that Sheoldred. But it's probably not gonna be a Sheoldred. That would be too good for me. Oh, he drops an Invoke. Wow. Alright. Our whole pan out. It's gonna make me discard. There goes our Evolved Sleeper. Everything's coming out Homer.
Drop it.
Oh. I don't know why I was holding on to his reactions. He has no reactions. And for me to draw, we draw a land. Kill that. Killed your underdog.
Oh,
Scar
that's
card.
I can believe. I'm tired of your secrets.
Okiba. I think we're firmly ahead of the game now. Do I want to discard this? I guess, because I really want to blitz the underdog, right? Actually, no, I can play this out and grow it. No. Scar card.
We all have things
exile
we'd
your
rather
Sheoldred.
forget.
Ow. Pass turn. Okay, time to grow. Do you have a removal? A cut down, maybe? Probably, right? No? Alright, last chance for a cut down. Definitely is something. Infernal Grasp? Oh, okay. That's fine with us. Discard. Now we
You won't
blitz.
be outsmarting me.
Now the dogs are out in play. Okay, and we take out your Evolved Sleeper. Last creature you have, now you're 4 life. Get to draw a card. Probably not a cut down or something playable. Okiba. Okay, we can play next turn. They get a 2/2. They play a Sleeper. They can grow it twice into into a 3/3. So I mean, alright, you take 1 first. I think that's lethal anyways. And then you sacrifice a creature. What are you gonna sack? The roll captain or the roll captain?
Sacrifices
So you
must
want to
be
keep that
made.
3/3. But what if we blitz? He's still in this. I don't know why. You can't get out of it. Makes it a 3-3. We got 2-3-3, 3 damage attackers. GG. Yep. I think I already GG'd him. He's just staying stubbornly. Alright, so we did manage to win that game, right? So that's, you know, we won more game than we lost, maybe? Or maybe it's 3-3. I lost count. But the point is, of the decks, or of the games that we did not get mana screwed or mana flooded, we were in the commanding lead most of the games. And that's what this mono black deck does. I think it's a strong deck. Obviously, it's a strong deck because it's very high up in the meta. To play against this deck, though, it's really about understanding its tempo advantage. The tempo advantage just comes from this little lady right here. This little lady, when it came up against us, that's how we lost one of the games. And yeah, so Liliana is good to get sort of a control on the board when you already have the board presence. But Graveyard Trespasser is there just for the best 2-for-1 you can think of. Invoke Despair is very strong. There's no doubt about that. But the problem about Invoke Despair is it's very late game. And without Meathook, there's no sort of catch-up mechanism if your opponent has a bunch of things on the board. So it's only good when you are winning to get a win more in this kind of meta, or you know, try to get that extra 2 or 4 damage in to win the game at the for the tail end of the game. It's not like what it was before, where you Meathook the board, invoke to kill their big thing, and win the game that way. Here, the real win con is these two 3-drops. This pair of 3-drops right here is how you win most games. Obviously, the early game package is important to have some tempo to deal enough damage that these can close out the game. Sheoldred is also good because she is Sheoldred, right? She is old red. And yeah, that's all I got. I think this is a good deck. Obviously, it's kind of boring to play after a long time because it's very samesies in every single form of game that you play, except for the ones that you get mana flooded or mana screwed. But overall, I would say that this deck will definitely stay in some form in the recently upcoming change with Brothers War, right? There's still going to be a mono black deck. This overall package is very strong. So yeah, I recommend, you know, if you're crafting Liliana or crafting Sheoldred, you probably can't lose there. That's all I got for today. Thank you very much for joining me. See you guys next time.